our education is incomplete. I think that very well-meaning parents raise their children to believe in equality and justice without ever teaching children about injustice and inequality. And on the day of the March on Washington, she was testifying before a grand jury in Kansas City, and she was not able to march with her husband, who marched in Washington on that day.
She put Shanks's words in here, a letter that he wrote in the 60s. It's wonderful.
It's almost kind of like an oxymoron, because it's like the Supreme Court was saying with all slow speed rather than with all speed, which I think a lot of people read into it when that ruling first came down. So it's a phrase that I struggle with, and when I saw it on that desk, it was something that I responded to.
You guys were flying blind. You were doing the best you could, but there was no guarantee that the decisions you were making were right and that they were going to work out.
That's
and
right.
That's right. It just had to be scary as hell.
It was terrible. Those were very terrifying days, especially when they threatened to take our children away from us. And of course, we received all kinds of death threats and stuff like that. Shanks would check under the hood of the car every morning to be sure there wasn't any bomb under there. Because, you know, blacks could be killed in Kansas City and anywhere else, and nothing could ever be done about it in those days.
Move forward together. We've got to move forward together, and we're not going to do it if we don't face it. But telling a story that wasn't my own, and then as I started to prepare for my remarks tonight, I realized, my gosh, it really is my own story. But my story is so painful to tell in terms of being a member of the white majority. And it's certainly the story that's so hard to face today, is how we could, allow discrimination to exist for so long.
You belong to the white majority, but yet you belong to us too. You need to own it. You got it, okay? All right? And I don't say that to anybody. You know that.